Hey y'all, what's going on? This the Wildlife Podcast, the third episode, the third segment. This is a special, extra special segment today. We have a powerful, amazing individual coming on the couch today. She is a rapper, a singer, a poet, a book writer. She's published many books. She's written all kind of treatments for films, and she's a stylist. She's a inventor. She is a trendsetter. She is a videographer. The list goes on and on and on, and I'm gonna let her tell you more about herself. But she goes by the name of Swiss Barbie Bone. So we got Swiss Barbie Bone in the building. So Swiss Barbie Bone, can you come down here and join us?
Yes. Hi, I'm Swiss Barbie Bone.
How you doing, Swiss Barbie
Hi.
Bone? Nice to see you on the show.
Nice to see you too. SWAT, Wildlife.
Yeah, probably my kind of, you know what I'm saying, it's SWAT in the building, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so,
I'm bearing gifts today.
You bearing gifts today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would you like to see it?
I sure would like to see.
I got a nice gift for you. It's your calendar. It's the AP brand, and it's a clothing line that you're going to be able to, that is online now, that you can order through you. We're going to have that option through Cash App. And it's the AP brand, y'all can see that it is the calendar. And that's what I have for you today.
Now, let me try this on. See
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a perfect fit.
You know what I'm saying? We in here in the building. I see the Mustang on there. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, I'm peeping that you got some swag on there. And, I'm hearing about this new clothesline you have. Is that your clothesline that you're wearing right now? Is your new clothesline?
Yeah, this one actually is a dress, but I'm wearing it as a shirt because, I'm a trendsetter and I make things. So this is a dress, but I'm wearing it as a shirt. And it's Mix brand. It has all the celebrities from Oakland on there. Too Short, Yuck Mouth, AP brand, our SWAT calendar, our SWAT photographics, the calendar with the cars. So you can see that's one of the cars on there. And then I got my artwork and my brand mixed with it. And this is all the things that I draw. And on here you can see Pimp C right there on my coat and my brand and Yuck Mouth. And then Marilyn Monroe is my favorite. So I can stand up and y'all can see my pants. And it's Marilyn Monroe, my drawing. And I have the tennis shoes as well. I'm rocking them right now. And y'all can see.
Take the shoe off. Let them see how the shoe look, because the shoe is kind of busting. Yeah, turn it around.
So that's Pimp C.
Give him a 360.
And then that's my brand.
Oh, yeah, you clean. You see what I'm saying? So what inspires you to do all this?
Well, I'm an artist, and so what happened is I started drawing in my sleep, and I would draw in my sleep and wake up and have these drawings, like this right here was drawn. I actually drew this in my sleep, and then I painted. And
So
then
you said you drew it in your sleep. How you were sleeping? Where did you get the pen and paper and stuff?
well, when I noticed, I write a lot. So I always have a pen and a paper right beside me where I sit and I watch TV. And sometimes I fall asleep. And when I woke up one day, I drew all these drawings. And the pen was there and the paper was there, and I don't know how it happened because I'm asleep.
Wow.
And when I wake up, it's all these drawings. So what I ended up doing is making a coloring book out the drawings. And you can color it, and you can find out it might be something different from you that you see from what I see, because that's how art works. But so I started drawing in my sleep.
Yeah, I've heard of sleepwalkers. When people be walking in their sleep, and they walk in, and they might go to the bathroom or go get something out the refrigerator and get back in the bed. They sleep, but you straight drawing in your sleep. That's a new one. I never heard of that one before.
It's called telekinetic drawing.
Telekinetic drawing.
Yeah.
Do your homework, man. Some of the things we be telling y'all is real educational and stuff. This might sound crazy, but when you do the research on it, you'll know that it's real for sure.
Yeah, it's real. It's a talent, actually. It's a gift that come from God. And a lot of the things that I draw be like ancestry stuff, antique things that is, because you was born here before and your spirit lives on, so it might be something that was in my history, in my background, that I didn't know about. I mean, that I was in, part of, and I was reborn. So it's probably things that out in my past that I'm drawing about. Because when I showed my mother, she said that she do it too.
Right.
And I never knew that. But she never shared it with nobody because she didn't want nobody. It's not popular. And people think you're crazy.
People think you're crazy when you do something
that's different.
That sound crazy to
Yeah,
them.
it's unfamiliar.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have no other word or concept to associate it with but craziness. Like, that's crazy. That sound crazy. Or that she got to be crazy.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, like I was telling somebody, a lot of the prophets of history, a lot of people thought they was crazy because when they said something.
Like Jesus Christ.
People didn't believe them. People didn't think that it could be true because it's some of the stuff that is true sound crazy. But then when it happened, especially if it ain't happened yet, it really sound crazy when somebody telling you something gonna happen that sound crazy.
Yeah, but when it started happening,
then
you have to look at the person different.
Right. So with that being said, I went down a list of things that you do, right? Mm-hmm. And your list is so long, I know I left out some things. So tell the people on the Wildlife Podcast what it is that Swiss Barbie Bone does.
Okay, so I started out as a hairstylist in Oakland, California. That's where I'm from. Hold on, y'all. I just found something. I started off in Oakland, California as a hairstylist. I was very popular. I did a lot of people in Oakland's hair, mostly all the popular girls here in Oakland and the factors. And I started doing 357's hair, which is one of MC Hammer's groups. I done their hair before. And I worked with a famous person, which is my cousin, Derek. And his name was just Derek. And he was famous for doing hair all over the world. And I worked along the side of him. And then going to hair school, you learn everything. You learn how to do your hair. You learn how to do fashion. You learn nails. You learn makeup. You learn everything in hair school. So going to hair school was my foundation, and it taught me a lot. Creative, it's art. So from that, I developed a relationship with art, but not drawing art. It was music art. And I met this girl named Knick Knack. She used to be part of the Loonies. And Knick Knack was a rapper.
Loonies? I got 5 on it, the Loonies.
Yeah, I got 5 on it. She was a part of that whole building that brand up. She was there. She was part of that. And she got a baby by Dangerous Dame. So if you guys haven't heard of Dangerous Dame, he was real famous here in the Bay Area as well. R.I.P. to Dangerous Dame. Anyway, Knick Knack was like my sister. She lived with me and everything. She lived with me. She was from L.A. She worked with Yo-Yo. Don't play with my Yo-Yo and all that. Ice Cube. Don't try to play me out. Don't try to play me out. Yeah, and actually, she got a baby she came to the Bay Area, and we actually introduced her to Dave and Heavy. What's his name? The fighter? Billy?
Haney.
Bill Haney. That was us that hooked her up with that. So, we got a lot of history, right? But however, back to the story. Knick Knack, she was a rapper from L.A. already. And I wasn't even rapping, but she was. So she would have these instrumental albums, and she would play it. And we would be freestyling in my house. Not just me, but me and all of us, right? Me and my whole crew, my family and everything. We would just start freestyling off her albums. We was already into music because we have people like Larry Graham and Graham Central Station, which is kin to Drake. So Drake is kind of like, his name is Drake Graham, right? So that's Larry Graham's nephew, which I just found that out too. So to make a long story short, my uncle and my godfather, Willie Wow, he played with Sly Stone. He played with Larry Graham and Graham Central Station. He opened up, the Beatles opened up for him. And I had a whole bunch of music history. Sly Stone, Larry Graham, Graham Central Station. Tina is my godmother from Larry Graham's wife. So me and Drake is kind of kin.
Right. Small world.
And, but however, so I started writing these songs after I went on the Bong Show in Oakland, California.
Was that BET?
Beat Street.
Soul Beat.
Soul Beat.
Yeah, Soul Beat.
Right. So it was Soul Beat.
The Bong Show.
The Bong Show.
So instead of, for y'all that don't know, Soul Beat was a black entertainment network channel like BET, but it was like more local mom and pops, Oakland. That was our own BET before we even knew about BET. And they had a show called The Bong Show, which was
the Access Channel.
From the Gong Show, because you can get gongs on the Gong Show. It's basically a talent show. So she was on the Bong Show. Can you continue?
So I was on the Bong Show. But that wasn't my first time, because when I was 5 years old, I was in talent shows all through my life. I was in the Wiz play. We had to sing in there.
What part you play?
I played Dorothy.
You played Dorothy?
Yeah.
That was like a lead.
It was a lead role.
A lead role. And you was 5. You was able to remember all those lines and all of that.
No, it was a musical, so I didn't have to really remember lines. It was more of dancing and all that.
Oh, okay.
And the look. So, and it was a big thing because my uncle, Poochie, he put me in that play. So I was real young in that play. But I also went to Washington Elementary School, and I was in the talent shows. I sung Car Wash. So I just want to take y'all back to the back history on how the real music started and how I've been doing it before I met Knick Knack, but she was a vessel to me. So I'm not going to leave her out because she was part of my history. And I met Knick Knack through my baby father. She was his girlfriend. So I'm going to show you how real it is. And so Knick Knack was friends with Yo-Yo, and she had rapport with a lot of the celebrities already. And I'm bringing y'all back to the future now. So I'm doing hair at this time, and I'm working at the hair salon. And
so you have a hair license to do hair cosmetology or something like that?
Yeah, I went to school at the Institute of Cosmetology, Hayward Beauty School, and I graduated from Don's Beauty College in Hayward. And I do got my license. I still have it. It's active right now. And I did my own hair.
Yeah, that's great. Your hair looks nice.
Thank you.
It's good to see that you have all of these different things and skills.
Yeah, so y'all bear with me because it's a lot. So, and I have not even just got started. This is like just
what you don't know.
This is just what the intro is. It's a synopsis of some of the things I did. But however, I worked for the hair salon, and I did Knick Knack's hair. That was one of my clients. And so I would do her hair, and then I would go around the Loonies when they first was starting, and we would always be in the studio with them. So I started casting videos through Chris Hicks, which is the Loonies. Basically, I cast the Ice Cream Man video.
It's the Ice Cream Man.
Bitch, don't you hear the music?
The music.
And I'm in the video. So that was the first video that I was in. And then, Nobody Gonna Love You Like Drew Down. I also cast that. And that's when we moved to LA. So we was in LA at that time. And since I did a good job in Oakland with helping cast, and I didn't really know nothing about casting, when I got to LA, I made it a business. And Chris Hicks gave me my first casting job. Nobody's Gonna Love Me Like Drew Down. That was the first casting job that I worked with Fred Johnson in LA. And that got me started with casting. Now, casting is something I did for a couple of years as well. I cast my brother. He was in the movie. He was in a couple of movies. What's that movie with Frankie Lyman? What was that movie I put you in, Swab?
Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Why Do Fools Fall in Love? He was in that movie. I was also in it. I cast the movie, you know, that video with Snoop Dogg, Murder Was the Case that they gave me. I was part of casting that with Anissa Williams as well. So I started doing casting, and I kind of stopped doing hair because casting was a little bit more faster money, and it was in the entertainment business. But before that, I worked at 1092 doing hair in LA. And it was a shop called 1092, which we did all kind of celebrities here. Janet Jackson, the most of them. Janet Jackson was one of our clients at 1092. And I worked there. And then I quit that place and that's when I started doing the casting. So after I got involved with the casting, I started filming because I always did music. You forgot, we're going back to knick-knack, right? I was doing the music, but there was no money in the music. I seen it. As soon as I got to LA, it was like if you did music, you was a groupie. And you had to do all these things to get into the business that I wasn't willing to do. So I wasn't going to be in no music business at that time. I figured out other things to do. So I would be on movies. I was in the movie Don't Be a Menace, and drinking juice in South Central, the comedy with Marlon Wayans. I was in the Panther movie with Mario Van Peebles. I was in Red Grant's movie, Family Reunion, the first family reunion before Tyler Perry. It was before Tyler Perry started making them. It was a guy named Red Grant, which is a comedian, do all this comedian stuff with Cat Williams. And
There's somebody out there.
Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, the guy who be with Dave Chappelle, Darnell, he was in the movie with me. He chased me out the grocery store. So.
Oh, potato salad?
Yeah, with the potato salad with Michael Collier. So shout out to Michael Collier and Red Grant. So I was in those movies. And then, I'm from Oakland, California, right? Too Short. I was in all Too Short videos. I was in Getting It While the Getting Was Good. I was in Never Talk Down on a Player. I was in the one with MC Breed. I forgot the name of that song. But I was in that one. And most of his videos that you look at back in the day when he first kind of got on the real scene, when he was getting famous in LA, I was in all his videos. Not only was I in his videos, I was his hype girl. When he seen me, or if I was with them, I would be on the stage with Too Short, and I was his hype girl, just like Too Clean was. So when you seen Too Clean, when he wasn't there no more, you would see me. And I have plenty of video out there of it.
Oh, Too Clean, man, my partner.
Yeah, Too Clean. That's my partner, too. If it wasn't for Too Clean, I wouldn't have got the opportunity to be Too Short type girl, because Too Clean has stopped doing it. And Too Short, I'm real hypey. Just naturally, I'm real hypey. And Too Short, he ain't that hypey like me. So my energy and his songs, we had a good thing going on for a while. And then that stopped, and I started my own record company because, like I said, I always rapped. But what you had to go through to get into this industry, I was not willing to go through. So I started rapping. And I started my own company, and it's called Swiss Barbie Bone Records, and here it is right here. And you can look it up online, Swiss Barbie Bone Records. And that is my name, my brand name.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Because, when people are artists and people are entertainers, sometimes they have different names. Sometimes their names evolve from one name to another, So I know that you have had different names throughout your career, but how did you get the name Swiss Barbie Bone?
So Lazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
You mean the bone?
Bone, 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 bone.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Lazy Bone named me Swiss Barbie Bone. Bobby Drake named me Barbie. I was already a Swiss because my name is Erica with an A. So
one person put something on one end and somebody else put something on the other end, you had to The switch in the middle.
And the reason why he gave me the name Barbie is because my name, the way it's spelled, and my brother's name is B. So if you put the B in front of all my A-R and then the I-K-A, all you need is an E. So because my name is Erica with an A, but it's supposed to be with an E, that's how he came up with the name Barbie. So Barbie is in Erica. See, B-A-R-B-I-E. My name is A-R-I-K-A, but it's supposed to be an E, the real Erica. So the E stands for the E that it's supposed to be, and the B stands for my brother and my daddy's middle name, Benjamin. So it's Barbie, it stands for money, really. It stands for Benjamins, Erica, Rooka, Benjamins, Indian, and equal.
There you have it. There's what the name.
And I'm bad to the bone. And that's why Lazy Bone, I was part of him. Lazy Bone and I was engaged, but it was a situation, as everything in life. He already had a wife, Felicia. And when my baby father died, Felicia called me on the phone and said she heard about me and her husband being together. And if she didn't get to L.A. to get her husband, that somebody else was going to be having him. And she thought it was me. But I told her it wasn't me. I told her I didn't want to have nothing to do with that. So that's why me and Lazy Bone is still cool to this day, because he never met a female that didn't want to start no shit. I didn't want to start no shit. And I let that go. Then I ended up on TMZ.
So you wrote a book about all that stuff, didn't you?
Yes, that's why
What was the name of the book?
The book is called I Was Tricked by a Dick and Became a Mistress and Didn't Know It. Because I told her, I'm not going to tell you this story. But what I will do is write me a book and the whole world could read it. I told her if she called me one more time, asking me any questions about it, that I was going to write the book that night. And she called me again.
I guess she must have called you then.
Yeah, she called me again. I wrote the book.
Speaking of books.
And so if you want to know about the book, you would have to actually go get it. And it tells you the whole story. But it did air on TMZ. And then I wrote another book called Are You a Pimp, Player, Hustler, Gigolo, or Got Game and Don't Know What to Do with It? Real Talk, Identify Yourself. And my other DVD documentary that I came out with is called Studio Life. And all these things are all and coincide together. And Love and Hip Hop is my book. So when y'all watching the TV show Love and Hip Hop, everybody in Love and Hip Hop is in my book. Cardi Red, Stevie J. But see, the Stevie J that's in my book is not the Stevie J that's on Love and Hip Hop. They mixed them two up because the Stevie J that's my cousin is from Oakland, and Pimpin' is from Oakland, not from where Stevie J from New York is. He's not no real pimp. So neither is Stevie J from Oakland, but he from Oakland, so it goes together, right? But the point is, what I'm saying is, they took the name Stevie J out my book and got that Stevie J. They took the name J Rich out my book and put Ray J on there. So they remixed the book with the same names. They got an Abe on there. My brother's AB. So put Abe, if you say the name, they didn't know if his name was Abe or AB. That's how you know they stole my stuff. My little nephew, Guap Dad, is also in my book, and he also appeared on Love and Hip Hop. Also, my nieces and them did. Jamila and Gina, my nieces. They also appeared on Love and Hip Hop. So Mona Scott Young knows what she be doing. But that's another story. But y'all go get my book. Are You a PIMP, Player, Hustler, Gigolo, or Got Game and Don't Know What to Do with It? Real Talk. Identify Yourself. That's what my book is called.
So these is a couple of books right here. What you tell us about these books?
So this book right here, it's called People Like Leftovers, and I ain't talking about food. And that's because things like this. See how people just steal your style? They like your leftovers. See? Because when I did this, that was about 10 years ago. When she did this, that was this year. So I'm ahead of my game. And so this book is just about people that copy you. Like, this was me and my brother at a funeral. Next thing I know, this person is copying me. I mean, they don't know how to get their own stuff. So that's what this book is about. It's about people who like leftovers, but not food. See, because money is the root to all evil. And people like leftovers. And I ain't talking about food. And this is that book. It's a really good read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This book right here is called 11 4, the ATL book. And it's talking about my trip. That was copied too, as y'all can see. I'm not going to tell y'all who copied it. Y'all can see who copied it just off looking at the picture. But anyway, this book, it got my brother in it right there, me and my brother. That was the day my brother passed away. There's a lot of history in this book. They gonna me and little baby. So in this book, it's about my Atlanta trip. They gonna me and Michael B. Jordan. And that's me at the BET, at the Grammy Awards. That's Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Kodak Black. So as you can see,
Kodak Black, huh?
Yeah. No, that ain't Kodak Black. That's
Look like Kodak Black.
Yeah, but that ain't him. That's the other one. I can't think of his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That's him. The 6ix9ine dude. Not Tekashi 6ix9ine, the other one. The one be put...
6ix9ine Mafia?
No. I can't think of his name right now, but it'll come to me before this interview up, and I'll pop it out for y'all. But however, this is a book that is talking about my history, my cooking and all that. And this book is all about Atlanta, my Atlanta trip, and how much fun we had in Atlanta and all the things that we did in Atlanta. And it's showing you pictures of me at different events and stuff like that. So that's what this book is about. Here go Jamie Foxx, the one who discovered Jamie Foxx right here. That's him. Okay. So I'm sure y'all see all the pictures and stuff, and y'all know it's real.
You just showed us two. You just showed us 3 books.
No, I showed you 2. This is my 3rd book. My cousin Kenny D, I wrote a book for him. He was in prison for 30-something years, over 30-something years, and he got out. He was released, and I wrote a book about his journey and how he got out. So that's what this book is about. It's more like a family book, but if you're interested in a read, you can go to Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and it's online. Or you can just contact me at 510-302-5366, Swiss Barbie Bone Records, Books and Records, and you can order the book directly from me, and I'll send it directly to you on the Cash App. And my Cash App is $SWISSBARBIEBONEDOLL, Swiss Barbie Bone Doll, with the Cash App in the front. Okay? So this is 3 books that I wrote that he had, but I have 30 books out. And they are online, so just go punch in my name.
Hold on. You said how many?
30.
30?
Yes, 30 books that I wrote.
That's a lot of books.
Yeah, I got a lot of things to talk
I
about.
don't think I know nobody who got 30 books.
Well,
Coming up out the hood, you know. And maybe an author that's been doing it all their life or something. But not no hood author coming from the grassroots, self-published with 30 different publications.
yes. And actually, that's from these books. I have books that was out years ago, like the Pimp book and the Art I Was Tricked by a Dick book. Those books, and I also have a book called A Lie versus the Truth. Those books were available over 10 years ago. These books are very new. And the reason why I started writing books, congregation, is because the reason why is because
Yeah, you know we want to know.
I write songs, and 30 books sound like a lot of books, right? But I have over thousands of songs that I wrote. Thousands. And I have my stuff copywritten and published under Vex PU and ASCAP. So my music is out there. And it has been stolen by a lot of artists. Steals my music. But that's another story. And I don't think I want to talk about that today. He don't have to do another interview on me to get that story.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story. But I will tell y'all a synopsis about it. And I just did. And that's all I'm going to tell y'all about that. Because that's going to be an interview with itself, with its own merit. So, however, I write a lot of songs. So that's what made me write the books. Because they steal my songs, but they can't steal my books.
So you didn't figure a way, a loophole in being creative where they can't steal it.
Well, they can probably still take the lyrics out the book and write them down, but also I have more proof. Because when you write a song, like I wrote this song called Go Stupid, and it's been, I'm like James Brown. My song has been remixed several times by several different artists, and I can give y'all some of the names if y'all want them. Sexy Red and Go Gorilla. She didn't write that. I did. Sexy Red, Shake Them Dreads. She didn't write that. I did. Kendrick Lamar. He didn't write them songs. I did. See, it's a thing where you guys don't know about that I could pull it up to teach y'all a lesson, but like I said, I would like to have that as its own podcast because it's a lesson. I have to go through Google and show y'all how copyrights work, and that's a whole nother show. So I will continue on telling y'all that I did write that song, Go Stupid. I did write the lyrics, Walk Up in the Club Straight VIP. Popping Cristal when you're fucking with me. Swiss Barbie. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all know what I mean? And I'm not alone. I got my whole crew. Now what you gonna do? Pimpin' don't stop. And I thought you knew. I got houses, cars, diamond rings, doing everything to stay on the scene. Y'all know what I mean? And also, it's a movie. Lights, camera, action on. That's my lyrics too. But I got that from Sha Sha. R.I.P. See, I had a brother that used to say, the TV is on. Everything is a TV, everything is a movie. So, when you hear that, that also came from me. Because y'all never seen Sha Sha or will ever see him because he died over 20 years ago. So, these people that's singing these songs and doing this, half of them was not born or it was like 3 or 4 years old. So it's impossible for them to have created it during the timeline. So back to the subject in hand.
Well, we talked about it a lot. Talked about the clothesline.
And y'all can go get the clothes.
Music.
Y'all can go order the clothes if y'all like what y'all see. I'm at Swiss-Barbie-Bone-Designs. And y'all can find me. Okay? So it's Swiss-Barbie-Bone-Designs.
Okay, well then that's how you log in to get more information about the clotheslines, about you have any other emails or not emails, but websites or Instagrams or Facebook, stuff like that you want to share?
Yes, sir. So if y'all want to look me up, y'all can Google me up. Just punch in Swiss Barbie Bone. And if you Google me up, everything about me will pop up as far as my talented things that I do, my books, my clothing line, my music, if you're interested in hearing it. If you want to know the song that everybody is biting, it's called It Feels Good. It's online, iTunes. It's on the topic. It's a topical song, and it was written about, I was living in Highland Park, and that was in 2004 when I wrote the song. Well, when I came out with the song, I wrote the song way in the 90s, like 98 or something like that. But I wasn't able to record the song, so I sat on the song and I would record it, and people would take my recording and not give me my video. So what I end up doing is learning how to record myself. And once I learned how to record myself, I was able to come out with all my music. And that's when I came out in 2004 with the Go Stupid song on my TV show that I had on the Access channel called What's Up With It Now? What you talking about? What's up with it now? So, Kendrick Lamar, he's singing my song too. What you talking about? What you talking about now? Yeah, that was the name of my TV show. So, just to keep it real. And it's online. You can go look it up. And also, that's it. So you guys can look me up on Google and see all my stuff. Everything about me. You can see the dates, the timelines when I came out with stuff. My biggest song is Gorilla Pimpin'. I did it with some guys in LA. I ain't promoting them, so you got to go look online to see their name, because they not getting no promotion from me.
Not at all.
Not at all. And although he promoted me before, but like I said, politics is politics, and y'all can look online. I have a song called Yum Yum, and I know y'all think Justin Bieber got the Yum Yum song, but that also came from me. I'm sorry that it has to be so intense and negative about people stealing stuff, but that's just how the industry works. People do steal. They don't keep it real. And I've been, unfortunately, hated on and wasn't able to really get my stuff out there. And that's why you guys really have not heard about me, per se, versus all these other people that you guys have heard about that is copying me, include My Mama's Body Rap. So, y'all know who copied that. I don't got to tell you, because everything I'm telling you, you already know. But if you look it up, you will see it for yourself. And some people, when they look at stuff, they don't even really want to acknowledge. You can see something and not see it. You don't even want to see it. So you can see me looking like somebody, like right here. You can see me looking like somebody, but you don't want to acknowledge who it is that I'm looking like. Because you don't want to believe that it's me. You want to believe the facade that Hollywood showed y'all. But see, everything comes to a halt because I'm fortunate. Because everything that I've been telling y'all and everything I just said, now you can go and reference it. Everybody talking about it now. See, when I first started talking about it, nobody believed me. But everything that I have said is now on TV. You see who, I'm not even gonna say their name on my show, but y'all see what's going on in the industry. Y'all know who's doing what. Y'all know who's getting accused of what. And y'all know that everybody who's stealing people's songs now is getting exposed. And it didn't have to be by me. So I let God do the work. And on that note, if SWAT and Wildlife Podcasts have any more questions for me, I'll be glad to answer them. But other than that, that's about all right now. SWAT, you got anything else you want to ask me?
About what?
The podcast that we doing.
I sit here and knock it off, man.
Yeah, on camera.
On camera, y'all. So that's how you know it's real. We've been partying. I ain't gonna even lie. My brother's birthday, 2 days ago, we've been partying. We put my cousin in the ground yesterday. Man, we still on one.
I drove from LA and then the party is on Sunday. So all that rhyme. Hey, and all that rhyme, so you know it's a line when it all rhyme.
Yeah.
It's a real live. It's a real line.
Well, I'm quite sure.
When it's on time.
I'm quite sure whatever you done covered all the bases. When you started from the bottom to the top, you filled in the middle like a jelly donut, man. You damn near, that's what you did. That's the only thing you didn't tell them that you was. The jelly S.
Hey, guess what? I gave y'all all that information, but it wasn't even nothing. See, we've been on a thing for 47 minutes right now, and everything I told y'all was just a synopsis.
Jelly. She didn't even put all the jelly in the jelly donut.
I couldn't tell y'all all. I can't tell y'all all about me in one podcast.
No, that's just a segment.
That was a segment.
But we want y'all to know we got Swiss Barbie Bone live in the podcast, man. We've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it lit. You know what I'm saying? She got this clothes. She got the music. She got the books. She got the game. You know what I'm saying? So y'all better tap in. She gave you the Instagram. She gave you the Facebook. She gave you whatever she gave
Oh,
you.
yeah. So I used to do exhibit here, too. And so y'all know that TV show, Pimp My Ride? Guess where that came from? Bay Area. And the reason why I came from the Bay Area, because I'm from the Bay Area, and they never seen nobody go get a hoopty and paint it and make it look like something. So I was out there. I had this little raggedy Bronco. You know, that was after the OJ trial. The Broncos was famous. This is my last thing I'm going to say because it's funny. And so I had the car. It was a raggedy Bronco.
OJ edition.
OJ edition, right? And I went, I put that motherfucker in the paint shop, put some candy on it, and you know what I'm saying? And I became the pink Swiss Barbie Bone. So I had the pink Swiss Barbie Bone truck, right? That was my first truck before I had my second or my third one, because I haven't had about three or four rap cars by now. But that was the first car that I did. And I pimped my ride, right? And so I did exhibits here. And after I did exhibits here, they was looking for me to be on the Pimp My Ride show because the idea came from me. But I didn't know the game, and I didn't know that you can get paid for an idea like that. So I lost a lot of contracts by not lack of knowledge. That's why the Bible say our people perish from a lack of knowledge. Because when you don't know something, that's why I went to college and got some more knowledge. And I'm a bad motherfucker now. So the name Swiss Barbie Bone, bad to the bone, it really is on. Because when I first started this game, I didn't know the game. I was a natural in the game. I just was in the game, but not knowing the business of the game. And like I'm gonna tell y'all, when you get into the business of music, don't think that you're just going in there to do the music, because it's a music business.
Right.
If you don't know about the business, you're gonna get screwed. You know, with no Vaseline, like Ice Cube said. Okay? So that's the reason why all this stuff happened to me, y'all. Because I was talented and I knew how to do the music, but I didn't know how to do the business. And once I learned the business, I was a bad motherfucker. And Hollywood and the people surrounding Hollywood, like the other artists who don't know the business and all they know is the music, and they got a record deal, and the deal is that they gonna do all this, and these other people is in front of them, fronting the money and all that. I'm an artist that's independent and don't nobody give me no money. If y'all don't support me, I don't get no money. If I give a show and y'all don't come, then that's
ain't no dough.
Ain't no dough. See, if somebody don't support them, they gonna still have a record company to back them up. I am the record company.
That's the difference.
So that's the difference in why I hustle different from the other artists. And that's the reason why my shit seems crazy and not real, because how many people you know that started their own record company? I'll wait.
I don't know what you mean myself.
Yeah, I'm going to land my plane right now. It ain't that many. Most people they got record deals. They got Universal Music Records. They got Sony. And then they have people like Lil Wayne and all them. That's why they didn't get paid. Lil Wayne, Birdman held his money up. But they gave Birdman the money. And Lil Wayne didn't know the business. He was just the artist. See? And he didn't know the business, so that's how he was able to. Birdman knew the business, but he really ain't a real rapper like Lil Wayne. See, Birdman ain't got nothing on. Lil Wayne got all that on Birdman. Birdman cannot rap like Lil Wayne can, but he got more business minded, the money, than Lil Wayne. See, now Lil Wayne is learning the business, and so he's able to elevate his life. So it ain't no music without the business. You have to know both. So that's the reason why.
But it still ain't no business without the music.
And it ain't no business without the music. So it's together. It's a partnership, like a marriage. Yeah, it's a marriage. And if you married to yourself, that means you don't have no spouse. Right? So me, I got the music and the business, and I'm married to myself. I'm not married to Universal. I'm not married to Sony. I'm not married to none of these big record companies that controls the media and is able to pay for all these robots to hit their music to make y'all think that they're the biggest artists in the world when they're not. Because if I go put up something for Beyonce right now, allegedly. So we say that just to keep everything legal. So allegedly, if I went and put Beyonce up on my channel, she won't get millions of hits, because I've done it before. She don't even get as many hits as I get with my real name, Swiss Barbie Bone. And y'all can go on my page and see it. And Beyonce is up there. She got about 56 hits. Then I put one of my songs up there, and it's like 2,021K. And that's off no bots. So that means I'm genuine. And that's the difference. When a record company who controls the industry see a person like me, then that make me a threat, because I'm getting real, genuine hits. And you can tell the difference between a robot hit and a genuine hit.
So with you, it's no bots.
I don't have bots. So that I'm a threat, because I'm getting 12, 21K hits without robots. And Beyonce is not getting but about 56 hits off her name.
And that's no cap.
And that's no cap. At all. And on that note, I gave you guys a lesson on copyrights. Learn your business if you want to be in the music, because they will get your music. They will steal it. When you copyright your music, it covers not only the song and the lyrics. It covers the melody. It covers 2 words. Like if I said gorilla pimping in the parking lot, and somebody else went and said that same thing, I can sue them for that. Ask MC Hammer, ask Ice Baby. Yeah, he got sued because he said something that one of the New Kids on the Block said. Okay? In their song. And so did MC Hammer. And then when they tried to go tell MC Hammer that he was getting sued, he said, no, I got that from a kid that say, uh-oh. And they said, I know. We tried to go get him to testify, and now he's suing you. So you can't use people's words. Once I copyright it, it's my word. And whenever you use it, you got to pay me. And if you don't pay me, I can sue you. But in the hood, people think when you sue somebody, it's like a snitch. But if you don't sue them, you getting robbed. And they making millions and trillions off your music. And you can't get $1 off of it if you don't go sue them. Because if they can get away with stealing it, they will steal it. That's just like if you go in the store and you go to when you don't want to pay for the potato chips, but you go take it and put it in your purse, and you walk out the store and you got it for free, and you eat them potato chips and you didn't pay for them. The motherfuckers taste good than a motherfucker, huh? But you didn't pay for them. You got them for free. So that's the same thing with songs. If you use somebody else's material, you have to pay. It covers books, films, lyrics, likeness. So that means if I have a look, right? I look a certain way. Say, for instance, I'm wearing pink hair and yellow hair and all that. So, and somebody else goes and do it. The same thing that I do. Then I can sue them for likeness. That's my likeness. I made that up, right? So a lot of people have stolen my likeness as well. And that's just the business. So when you get your stuff copywritten at the U.S. government in Washington, D.C., Copyrights Office, then all your music is covered by all those things. Melanie. So say, for instance, I sing a song. I say, walk up in the club straight VIP. And then somebody else come and say, doing this thing just like me. You see how it's different words, but it's the same melody? Walk up in the club straight VIP. And then, or I say, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's still in my melody. See the melody? Walk up in the club straight VIP. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's me. See how it sounds the same? Well, that's a melody. And they get sued for that too. So if I say, work, 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 and somebody comes say, rock, 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 they still stole my song. It's the melody that they took. They changed the word, but they still use the same melody. Okay? So that's what that's about. And on that note, this boy is going to sleep over here. It ain't boring. It's just not it's just not exciting as y'all thought it was gonna be, because I started giving y'all business. And business ain't exciting, Entertainment is. But we talked about business today. The next time I'll talk about entertainment. Okay? And on that note, it's 59 minutes and 41 minutes that we've been here, almost an hour. now, and I done told y'all a lot of things about me. If y'all want to get in contact with me, my number is 510-302-5366. Swiss Barbie Bone, Google me. I'm there. And on that note, this is Wildlife Podcast. This boy is asleep and he's snoring, and we out. We been in an hour and 1 up 5.